Yo, what's up guys? PK Sparks here. Welcome to another team discussion video for our UCL Season 1 challenge. Today we are planning for the Carolina Keldeos, coached by JU2 Gamer. And let me just tell you first and foremost that once again, planning for his team was complex because he has a lot of potentials and there's no way for me to really plan out what it can do. Like he doesn't have many Electabuzzes where most likely they're going to be special attack and vote switching, you know? Like he doesn't have many actually no, that's pretty much it. His other teams can do pretty much anything that they want, and that's what's really scary, is that it was really hard trying to find the absolute perfect balance to handle the majority of his team. Now, I actually did what I said I was going to do last week, where I took his team and I planned for it as such to where you know, like what would I want to bring against my team? And I found out the major Pokemon that he would want to bring against me, and I planned for them. Those Pokemon being the Sylveon, the Victini, and the Blastoise. The Blastoise punches holes through my team. The Victini punches holes through my team. Sylveon just eats up anything that I may want to do. So I actually not only did I have to figure out a strategy about what to do about him, but I also had to make sure that I can take care of the majority of his team. Actually, no, all of his team in any situation. So I actually planned for that, and I have something settled out, and I'm going to explain to you guys the Pokemon that we're going to be bringing in our UCL challenge versus the Carolina Keldeos. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to show love and support for the PK Planet. Demolish the like button for me. It'll be greatly appreciated. Help the video to exceed 1,000 likes if you want to see Pokemon content continue on the channel beyond the UCL. Without further ado, let's get into the first Pokemon on our team that we're bringing, and that is Garchomp. Why am I bringing Garchomp? Because Garchomp with Fire Fang helps me deal with the Fortress. Garchomp helps me deal with the Registeel. Garchomp helps me deal with the Zygarde as long as it's not Dragon Dancing. Or Coil can be dealt with. Coil can definitely be dealt with. It helps me deal with the Victini to an extent. It helps me deal with the Registeel and the Golbat. It helps me deal with a good chunk of his team, so it wouldn't make sense to not bring it. Now, worst case scenario, if I am stuck with Garchomp against this Sylveon, unless he's spec'd, which I don't think he'll be, unless he's spec'd or even scarfed, Fang holding a Berry will allow me to eat up a Hyper Voice after I hit him already with an Earthquake. And Earthquake with the attack stat that I have right now, going jolly and putting enough speed EVs and just in it, so that way I can outspeed. What was it? I wanted to outspeed it or something. I think it might have been the Victini. I think it might have been the Victini at worst case scenario. I could be wrong though. But I forgot what it was. But I know I planned it out just right. So yeah, I know I planned it out just right, and that's what we're going to be able to do is two-shot the Sylveon if he wants to bring that in on my Fang. So if I do see it, I'm not going to be worried at all. I'm just going to be like, all right, let's go for Earthquake. And I was balancing between Swords Dance and Stealth Rock, but I decided to go for Stealth Rock because I am going to need rocks up on his team. So rocks helps me break the sturdy on Fortress. It damages the Victini, it damages the Honchkrow, it damages the Sneasel, it damages and the Golbat. It hits everybody on his team, but it's super effective against the Pokemon that I just named. So those are the reasons why I decided to bring out Stealth Rock. And you're probably saying, well, PK, why didn't you put Stealth Rock on Skarmory? Well, because Skarmory is going to be dropping, as you guys can see right here. Actually, this just moved down. Why would you move down? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? There we go. So yeah, Skarmory is going to be bringing Spikes. Spikes is going to be on the field, so that way I can hit the Fortress once again. I can hit the Registeel once again. I can hit the Electabuzz with super effective damage. I can hit the Primeape. It hits the majority of his team. So now the only reason I won't be able to hit with Spikes would be the Golbat, the Honchkrow. Yeah, the Golbat and the Honchkrow. But unless he's running a special attacking Honchkrow, or maybe he just wants to put Heat Wave on it, I should be able to deal with the Honchkrow as a Skarmory. The rest of the moves, I definitely need Defog on my team, especially with his Fortress and his Registeel wanting to set up. Like, I definitely need to make sure that I can get hazards off my field. It's going to be helpful for me as well. But if I had to choose between getting hazards up on his side of the field or having them off of mine, I would much rather have them off of my field. So we have the Skarmory here with Defog, Spikes, Roost, and Brave Bird as the moveset. Rocky Helmet, so I can possibly, actually no, Rocky Helmet probably won't make much sense. I mean, I can wall the Zygarde to a certain extent, but I feel like maybe I can do more damage if I actually just put leftovers on it, or I'll be more effective if I just put leftovers on it. But you know what? I'll rock out with it. Like, I'm planning on him to actually live, so I'm not gonna bother too much about it. Speaking of which, I want to go into Score Me right here real quick. I want to thank you guys for giving me the information about the EVs when you're at level 50. I actually didn't know. I'll show you guys right now. If you add another EV, I'll add like 40 or 48. Watch. Still the same thing. Still the same thing. If I do the 52, then it goes to 72. But I don't want that. I want an odd number so I can switch in on stealth rocks more often than I could. So I go for 248. But because there's no difference in the stat between 248 and 244, if you delete that and just put a 4, it goes up to still 171. And you have an extra point where you can put an extra stat into any other, an extra point in any other stat. Now it may not make much of a difference, but it's still something to take into account. So thank you to you guys. Let me know in the comment section below about that little feature. Now, the third Pokemon is going to be coming up, and this is the Pokemon that I brought out before. We're going to hope that he can do so again. The first time I brought it out was against Joey, and I didn't get to use self-destruct. This time, I do not want to self-destruct. With this moveset, I can hit the majority, actually entirety of his team. I can hit the Sylveon hard. Even if worst case scenario, he's still bold, it still won't take, still won't enjoy a body slam from the Adamant Max Attack Snorlax. With Ice Punch, I can hit the Zygarde and come in on that. With Earthquake, I can hit the Victini after using my Thick Fat to literally absorb a V-Create at the worst case scenario. Now, I do know that Victini can get Brick Break, and I accounted for that. I won't enjoy a Brick Break. Let's just say that. I will not enjoy a Brick Break. So, actually, I should probably be moving this up like this. Cause we already talked about Fangs. So let's put Skarmory on top of the moves. Yeah, there we go. That's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it. Now I gotta scroll this down again because for some reason it keeps doing that. But yeah, so Pillow Pet is gonna be coming through with Seed Bomb, and he can hit the what was that? What did I bring? Oh yeah, worst case, because this is really important. I need Seed Bomb for Blastoise. Blastoise punches holes in my entire team. I don't have an actual check for Blastoise. I don't have anything where if Blastoise comes out, he's going to get scared and want to come in, which is why I'm going back to what I was saying earlier about Stealth Rocks and Spikes. I need those up. I need those up so that way I can start forcing switches on him. And he has to keep swapping out, and his team is taking residual damage. The Blastoise is scary. Mega Blastoise is definitely scary. If it's not Mega Blastoise, I will be fine. Like, it's not going to be like last time where I overpredicted and overplayed for one Pokemon. No, this is like worst case scenario, I have something that can definitely handle it. Best case scenario, I have something that will just destroy it, you know? So that's how it's going to be there for this. So if he's not Mega Blastoise and decides to go for utility set, he doesn't have a reliable recovery. He's not going to be able to hang with Snorlax if he's just regular Blastoise, because without Mega Launcher, without that increase in special attack stat, he's not going to be doing much of nothing to my Assault Vested Snorlax. So Seed Bomb is going to be coming through and just dropping bombs and just pretty much just ending Blastoise's life. So like I said, worst case scenario is going to be all attacking with Rapid Spin. Best case scenario, he wants to be Assault Vested with whatnot, and I'm going to be able to just drop him with my Assault Vest Seed Bomb Snorlax. So now the fourth Pokemon that I also, another answer I have to Blastoise will be this Pokemon. We are bringing Lullaby the Trevenant into our battle. Oh, wait, a little bit more. There we go. We are bringing Lullaby the Trevenant into the UCL for the first time, and this one is going to be specially defensive. We also put the rest of the EVs into attack, and allow me to go into the stats and just show you exactly what we're dealing with. With Careful Nature, 252 in attack. His attack stat is already a monstrous 110, and thanks to Will-O-Wisp, I'm going to be able to put down any offensive attackers he has, barring Victini if he just used a physical variant. So Will-O-Wisp is going to be able to come through and help me out with that. I have Protect so I can get my Harvest back up, because you already know Harvest Citrus Berry is a thing, his main mode of recovery. I have Horn Leech, and this is what I also said that I have. This is my other check to Blastoise for this reason. If he goes for Dark Pulse, worst case scenario, he flinches me, I'm dead. I can't plan for that. I can't predict for that. But the thing is, if he goes if he goes for Rapid Spin, he's gonna have 3 other attacks. It's gonna be Scald or Water Pulse. It's gonna be Aura Sphere. or Ice Beam, or it's going to be Dark Pulse. He has that fourth move syndrome. Now, if he chooses to forego Rapid Spin, which is going to be in my opinion, like when I was team building, I foregoed Rapid Spin and I put Defog on his Golbat and relied on that, or you could put it on Honchkrow, relied on that, or Rapid Spin from Fortress. So assuming that he's not going to put Rapid Spin on his Blastoise, he's going to have Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, and Scald. That is the 4 moves of doom for my team, and it's all about just playing around it as such. So worst case scenario is going to be able to Dark Pulse me, do like 96%. Now Citrus Berry is going to kick in, and then he flinches me. I can't do nothing back. However, if he does not flinch me, I get my Citrus Berry back, and then Horn Leech does massive damage. Assuming that he's going to be max HP, max special attack, which is the most common Blastoise set, I'm going to be doing damage and getting my HP back, as well as hopefully harvesting my Citrus Berry. Now, if I do not harvest my Citrus Berry, I have Protect, so I can try again. If I'm unlucky to even get it then, which is a very high possibility because I am a very unlucky person, well then, what you gonna do? We have Shadow Claw because why not? YOLO is gonna be able to, Shadow Claw is not only stab, but it helps me hit the Fortress, it helps me hit the Registeel that may want to come in, it helps me hit the Golbat, everything else that may want to come in on an otherwise obvious Horn Leech. I can just Shadow Claw and go for that, and then of course you have Will-O-Wisp, which is gonna allow me to do 12.5% of damage every single turn. So I'm expecting him to not only live, but to do massive damage and heal himself with Horn Leech. A pretty reliable recovery. Not as reliable as Recover, but it still allows me to do damage as well. And this is going to be my main swing into Mega Blastoise. But like I said, worst case scenario, I can swing him in on the Sylveon, which is going to be special attacking. Be obviously special attacking. I can swing him in on the Registeel, and I can do like cripple it with a Will-O-Wisp, which I know a Registeel does not appreciate or want. I can swing him in on the Primate if he brings that. I can swing him in on the Ludicolo. Ludicolo might have Ice Beam, but being specially bulky and it not being stabbed from Ludicolo, Ice Beam not going to do so much, and he's not going to appreciate a stab neutral Horn Leech. And then of course I have Will-O-Wisp and Shadow Claw and Protect to still rock out with that. And of course Electabuzz, unless he's even if he is packing hitting Power Ice, I should still be able to live just enough for me to be able to rock out. So I'm really confident in bringing Trevenant into this battle, and I hope that he really does show off for our team. Now, I say it a lot. Now, like whenever I'm about to go to the next topic, it's just like now. Hey guys, now. Okay. Anyway, so of course we're going to be bringing back. He had a 1 week hiatus. He broke his ankle from the last battle with Joey. It was a little bit too much for him, but he is back and better than ever. We have Philadelphia the Feraligatr with a very neutral set. The reason why I chose Adamant is because I would much rather have that added strength. With one Dragon Dance, I outspeed everything on his team naturally. Like unless he's Dragon Dance and Zygarde, I won't outspeed that. Honchkrow, I think I outspeed. I believe I outspeed. No, let's actually check that right now. My speed at level 50 is 130. And that's going to back it up. New team. Alright, add Pokemon. I'm going to check that out right now. Honchkrow, 271 base. Let's see. Level 50. Alright, we go to the EVs. Boom, 133. And that's if he's... but who Jolly Scarf? I guess he could Jolly Scarf. So if he's Jolly Scarf, he's gonna outspeed me. But if he Jolly Scarf, that takes out a lot of the power behind Honchkrow. He's still at 177, but still. That takes out a lot of the power. I can just like body him with one Ice Beam without a doubt. So I don't know, just like going through a little bit of information in my head. So while I could go back and go for wrong one. There we go. All right. So where we at? We're at Feraligatr. So yeah, while I could go for Adamant, I would much rather just appreciate the added strength. That way, in case I come in on the Fortress, he's not going to appreciate a Waterfall. In case I want to go for an immediate attack and not go for the Dragon Dance, nothing's going to appreciate a Waterfall beyond his Mega Blastoise. If I do have to deal with Mega Blastoise, after a Dragon Dance, Crunch is going to be a 2-shot, while Dark Pulse for him, best case scenario, would be a 3-shot. I believe that was the case. I don't know. I just know I went. I know I went. So we're bringing out Gator, and he should be able to do work against the majority of his team, and hopefully he'll be the MVP. Now, there was one thing that I think you guys are going to be curious about. I'm really proud of this one though. I'm really proud of this one. This last Pokemon is a returning Pokemon. It's our NU Pokemon. Esmeralda is coming back, but with a different moveset than before. As you guys can see, I am putting her as timid nature, but still the same EV spread. 4 in HP. What is it? Actually, I should probably just put 4. No, I put 4 in HP, so yeah, so I can come in on rocks. There you go. All right, so yeah, 4 in HP. 252 in speed, 252 in special attack. While I was considering Life Orb before, honestly, Wildlands is going to be able to do better. Because if I can get lucky enough to come in on an obvious Scald or Water Pulse, heal up my Esmeralda if I do come in on rocks, I'm going to outspeed him, go for a Wildlands boosted Lovely Kiss, put that Blastoise to sleep. At that time, Lullaby swings in. It forces a switch, or I can go out into actually no, yeah, either Lullaby or Snorlax will swing in and immediately threaten the Blastoise. Immediately threaten the Blastoise after that move. So that's like, it's situational. I don't really plan on doing that move, but it's something I can do if I feel ballsy and I feel like I'm predicting them properly. Thankfully, Jinx's special defense is not laughable. 95 special defense is really good. So we're gonna be rocking out with that. I wish she had more HP, but we can only do but so much. Ice Beam is going to be, I decided to go for Psychic because I really don't need Psychic. I mean, I don't plan on keeping Primate in, Jinx in against Primate because I'm not going to, most likely won't live anyway because Primate usually carries U-turn. But what I am going to be swinging out with is Ice Beam so I can hit the Zygarde, which I will outspeed naturally. Like, if he doesn't get Dragon Dance up, I will outspeed naturally. Honchkrow, that's, like, again, situation. He could be that weird guy to go choice band. Golbat still hits him. In case I gotta deal with the Registeel or the Snort or the Fortress, I have Focus Blast, which has a less likely chance to miss thanks to Wildlands. We have Sneasel, which I don't want to get caught up with anyway because because Pursuit will hurt. We have Electabuzz that can come in on Primate, and once again Ludicolo, but I really don't see him bringing Ludicolo to this battle. He could though. He could see something in Ludicolo that I didn't know. Maybe he wants to play a certain way that Ludicolo will allow him to do, because you know Ludicolo is a pretty prominent sub-seeder. So something for you guys to just know in your memory, put that in your memory banks. But otherwise, I think that's pretty much the full explanation of the team that you needed. So this is the team we're going to be bringing out: Esmeralda, Esmeralda the Feraligator, Esmeralda the Jinx, Philadelphia the Feraligator, Lullaby the Trevenant, Pillow Pet the Snorlax, Skarmory, and Fang the Garchomp. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to show love and support and demolish the like button for me. And let me know in the comment section below what Pokemon would you have brought for our upcoming battle versus Carolina Keldeos. My battle will be uploaded versus him tomorrow, although what time, I am not sure. If you want to know exactly what time, follow me on Twitter. Not only do I answer many people's tweets at me, but you also find out a lot of information about uploading schedules, live streams, and more, like especially random live streams and more. So it's definitely a great resource for you to do, to everybody, or for you to be. For everybody who grabbed yourself a Fight Gators Fight limited edition t-shirt, thank you very much for doing so. Last time I checked, I'm recording this on Tuesday, the day as the campaign ends, and we are now at 90 t-shirts sold. That's incredible. That is the cap. I have never sold that many t-shirts on Teespring before. We just sold 90 for the Gators. So much love to everybody who is supporting the Gators. And also, I want to make a formal apology. I actually forgot to sing the fight song for the battle last week, because I was like frustrated because it was not working. It just wouldn't load right, and it was a bad time for everybody involved. So that's how I ended up dealing with that. That's not how I deal with that. But by the time I was able to record, I just forgot about it. So I sincerely apologize to everybody who was like, you didn't sing the song. But next time, definitely, it will not be forgotten. I hope it won't be forgotten anyway. I'm a forgetful person, so I can forget that I said I'm not going to forget. But then I'm going to remember that I said I forgot, but then I'm going to feel bad. And then I'm just a forgetful person. I apologize to everybody who was looking for it. No, it's not ready yet. I don't know if it's ready yet. I'll wait. But this outro is lasting much longer than it should. Thank you all very much for watching. Stay hot, guys. And I'll see y'all next time. Fight Gators Fight. Fight Gators Fight. Fight.